Hi legends, is the correction done? Can we still expect lower momentum, or are we finding support where we are right now? Today we'll analyze the price of Bitcoin, we'll look at that high probable bouncing areas, or can we still go and find momentum to the downside? Also remember, down in the description of this video is my favorite exchanges that I use to do my daily trading. First up is Bluffin with the largest sign up bonus and also no KYC required. You sign up in a couple of minutes and you can start trading. Also, I have 𝗖𝗿𝘆𝗽 and 𝗖𝗍cie with the lowest fees. You also get a 20% fee reduction when using the link down in the description to sign up and start trading with 𝗖𝗿𝘆𝗽. Remember, you only qualify for the largest sign-up bonuses depending on how much you deposit and trade, and a reduction in fees by using the links below. Let's go and analyze the price of Bitcoin together. Right legends, looking at Bitcoin here on the 1 hour time frame, you can see that I've been talking about this range low over here where you have a pump and you have your first low of the range is what I refer to as the range low. And it's just a game of probabilities. During multiple live streams and video updates I mentioned, when you tap this range low for the first time, it's usually a great long opportunity where you put your stop loss below the wick, and as price moves up you can go and de-risk yourself, coming to claim the highs once again. When you start tapping the level for the second time, and even here where we started consolidating below the range low, okay, increase the probabilities of coming to fill the inefficiency over here. And this scenario has now played out to perfection. You can see this is exactly where we're getting the bounce now, in combination with the daily level that I mentioned yesterday during my live stream, where I said, legends, if we're going to lose this resistance, okay, you can see it provided support, and then we lost it and we started trading below, and it looked like we wanted to break out, tested as support, which is now an RS flip. You flip resistance back into support. You want to see price move away. But also we had the bearish case scenario over here where we had the range low, and this now created a fake out, and now we closed the inefficiency down here. So this is a perfect example of how often this strategy plays out. Now the question is, yesterday during my live stream, legends, I also mentioned that we need to hold the support. When we were trading over here, I said, legends, we need to hold the support. If we're going to lose the support, we most probably going to come and back, retest the scene of the crime that I referred to, and we're going to find lower momentum here to the downside, where we now tap the daily level at round about $64,000. Okay, and this was the next obvious level of support. We have now filled the inefficiency. Now the question is, can we get a bounce from where we are right now? So legends, keeping the analysis really simple over here, you can see I've got my trend lines that I'm tracking. I am acknowledging that we are finding support so far here at the daily level. More locally, I would like to spot some bullish CVD, and at the moment I'm not seeing any bullish CVD, and I'm actually seeing some bearish CVD building up with this consolidation, which tells me that there's one of two things that could possibly happen here. The one scenario that I'm looking at over here is to say perhaps another sweep of the lows and a recovery back above. That to me would potentially be a long trigger here to the upside, but I want to see us grab the liquidity and get a recovery back above the low, reclaiming the daily level to confirm bullish momentum here to the upside. I also have this trend that I'm keeping an eye on over here to say, well, do we successfully break out the larger trend before we come and compete with this trend? Because this could be a nice little scalp opportunity where we do find upwards momentum, we reject by the trend line, making yet again another lower high, lower high, lower high, and then we continue the momentum here to the downside. Also, when I zoom out of this structure a little bit, okay, you can see the high levels of confluence that we do have for this entire structure. Let me just take the scribble here out the way and clean up the chart a little bit, switch off the trends. A high level of confluence that I do see just purely from a basic technical analysis perspective is when I take a fib here from the recent low over here for this impulse here to the upside to the highs, you can see that we still have a 0.38 level that has not been tapped. So it would be very strange to turn around without tapping a major fib level where we are right now and just go and claim the highs over here. Definitely not impossible, but it would make sense to perhaps, okay, have another rejection and then find support here at the 382, which also has confluence. When I take a trend line here, okay, and I connect these lows over here, you can see that we still have an untapped trend line over here. Okay, so just connecting that properly, and you can see, legends, together with the 382, let me just clean up the scribble over here. together with the 382 and this diagonal trend that has not been tapped, we still have, okay, a chance for a bounce at $63,000.39. So this is potentially still that bouncing area. If we lose this daily level, this is the area that I'm watching, okay? What I also like about this, besides just the diagonal trend together with a FIP over here, is also that you're going to sweep all the liquidity below these lows. And potentially you can even dip out, okay? Looks like a fake out, and then you get acceptance back inside the range, grabbing all the beautiful liquidity in this zone over here. Okay, legends, so for me, here at $63,000 is a high probable bouncing area that I do see, but it's not to say that we can't get a recovery from where we are right now. But I would like to see some more bullish local CVD building up here at the moment, which I'm not spotting just as yet. Right, legends, also looking at this entire structure over here, okay, I'm not going to go too deep into Elliott wave theory, and I'll just keep it simple over here that this impulse here to the upside could have reached the end over here, okay, where we could find a potential bounce. You make yet again another lower high over here, and then you continue the momentum here to the downside. And this is where I'll be observing the 50% to the 786 FIP levels over here. You see further down we also have another daily level. As you can see how beautifully this daily level at the moment is providing support. So perhaps there's still a chance, if this is the end of the impulse here to the upside and we have a slightly deeper correction here to the downside, this daily level at $57,315 does look like it could offer some nice support for a bounce here to the upside, legends. But there's also still that possibility, okay, if this is not the end of the impulse can still continue. Remember, we had this trend line over here, which was a more steeper trend line here to the upside, which we have now lost. When we lost this trend line, I had some warning bells and I told everyone this doesn't look good. We've lost this momentum here to the upside, but this trend is still untapped, okay? We don't have 3 taps on this trend just as yet. So there's still another possibility that we find continuation here to the downside, we bounce on the trend, and then we make yet again claiming the liquidity above these highs, where this will then be the end of the impulse, okay? So this will then be the end of the impulse, where we will then see a deeper potential correction here to the downside. So still a possibility for another high over here, or we're going to start correcting, and then we can observe the price reaction at the bouncing areas that we've just identified. Thank you so much for watching, legends. Also, if you'd like to join our Legends trading community, first link down in the description. Go sign up and we'll see you inside. And then until the next one, legends, cheers for now.